In the previous presentation, I defined the three basic parameters of earned value management, being plan value, PV, earned value, EV, and actual cost, AC. Remember that we also can meet or encounter some other names for the same definitions. We can have plan value at budgeted cost of work scheduled. For earned value, we can see budgeted cost of work performed and actual cost as actual cost of work performed. Now we know these parameters, let's see what we can do with them. And what we're going to do in this presentation is to identify the different variances. The first variance we can define is the schedule variance. You hear it, it's about a schedule. It means basically how are we performing in creating deliverables compared to the plan. And that's basically a schedule information. In order to be able to compare everything, we put everything in monetary parameters, like we multiply all of those deliverables with their estimated cost. We had the same parameters, planned value and earned value, and this difference is the schedule variance. And the schedule variance is defined as earned value minus planned value. When the earned value is higher than the planned value or equal to it, we see that the schedule variance is larger than or equal to 0, which means we are ahead of budget we are ahead related to the schedule, or we are on schedule. So this is a very good situation when we can say that our schedule variance is larger or equal to 0. Unfortunately, when the schedule variance is negative, then we have a problem. Our project is basically late. So the formula has been selected in such a way that a negative number automatically indicates something negative. In this case, we are behind schedule. The second variance that we are going to define is the cost variance, and here we're going to express how the estimated cost relates to the actual cost to create the deliverables. We find the actual cost and earned value here, so this difference is basically the cost variance, and the cost variance is the difference of earned value minus the actual cost. The same like with the schedule variance, when the cost variance is larger or equal than 0. That's a good thing. We're on budget or below budget, it depends. On the other hand, when the cost variance is negative, this means that we are in fact not working efficiently and basically that we are over budget. And these elements are very important. And typically, project managers who are working with earned value management, they will not say, I'm behind so many days, I'm behind, I'm over budget. They will use different terms. They will say, okay, my project, well, my schedule variance is minus 50, my cost variance is minus 6. It means basically I'm behind schedule and over budget. Working with the schedule and the cost variance, it sounds a little bit less, let's say, negative than saying, oh, my project is late and I'm behind schedule. People tend to use this schedule variance and cost variance to describe the status of their project. Let's now apply this on a simple example. Is the same project that I used before in the previous presentations. We have 10 widgets, which are in fact finishing after 10 weeks. So I have to say this is equal to 10. And I look at the position after 5 weeks. We already know from the previous example that for 5 weeks the planned value is 50. We had an actual cost of 40 and an earned value of 30. Doing this, we can write these formulas, we can put the numbers in there, and we see that the schedule variance is equal to the earned value. Earned value is 30 minus the planned value is 50, which means it's minus 20. And we can say minus 20. So what does it mean? It means that our project is basically behind schedule. We can do the same for the cost variance. Here we have cost variance earned value is 30 minus the actual cost is 40 is minus 10. So we find here minus 10, and the conclusion for our project is very simple. We are behind schedule because the schedule variance is negative, and we are over budget because the cost variance is also negative. Not a very good project. We're late and spending too much money, but these things happen. The only thing is we have to use this information to find a way to determine what do we expect for this project, when do we think it will end, and how much you think the project will cost. You will see that in the next presentations. Thank you and bye-bye.